Is it not working? I'm getting it to work on my phone. What is going on? That should work. Okay. Just getting it set up on my phone whenever I just decide to join. Which is okay. Is this too quiet? I'm gonna turn it up a little. How's that sound? That work? Sounds good. Let's get the big ball set up, the traveler ball. For no particular reason other than it's fun. And I guess you could call this a tutorial. In a way. But anyways, there's black. And then you run over here. And there's... Is it blue? There we go. There's blue. And now I just need to go for this one. And the traveler ball will come. There we go. Let's grab some... I'll show you the loadout in a minute. Just grabbing random bounties for the fun of it. I'll probably do them later.
Good to have you back. A prepared soldier is a victorious soldier.
I knew it.
Return to orbit just because. And let's get loaded in to the mission when it's ready. Not using Excalibur because that's not a part of my loadout. Will it work? Okay, there we go. Not using Excalibur because this loadout is solar build. And I copied off the build from Mantix, and it is the massive damage insane build, the Solar Titan one. But I've customized it in my own way.
It is
Mithrax.
It is quiet. I no longer hear the voice of Ashermere.
Just turned up the volume. Whoops. Anyways, just turned up the volume a little. The reason I'm showing it here is because I've recently gotten a liking to this quest. And it just seems like, ooh, hey look, there's lots of not too difficult, but decently difficult enemies. And puzzles. The puzzles are also way fun. If I can solo flawless this, which I don't think will completely happen since I've seen the mistakes I've made before. They were interesting, to say the least. Falls off edge like 5 times. That's just a thing that I should put in the video form. Help this one out. I've already gotten the chest recently, so it's not gonna give me. Mithrax talks about the variable.
His actions are at times fiercely irrational. The variable draws close. It becomes part of the equation. It demands quadratic reciprocity. And then there is only Vex. The variable is no more.
Always funness. Okay, so this is the base loadout for the build, being I have Swordbreaker. You could use other weapons. I just use Swordbreaker, and no, I do not have the craftable version for the moment. So mine has Demolitionist, Surrounded, and Cursed Thrall. If you want to look at them, Demolitionist, Surrounded, and Cursed Thrall. With the... Actually, I'm going to change this up to... Let's give it an extra ammo. Mine also has handling. Might not be the best stats, but at least it's pretty good stats. I'm also using the smoothbore and the pendant mag. And then next I'm using Mythocast. You could use other weapons, that's your choice, but I think with my build, using Mythocast is really great. Which you will see when I start using it more. Because when you get your radiant buff, like, oh goodness, this can eat enemies like you haven't seen yet. And then there's Avalanche. Well, at least I'm using Avalanche. I have them boss spec'd because I was using them for boss fights at some points. Let's go with that. This is kind of a mid-tier for me, my opinion. Mid-tier, at least. Not saying it's bad, but it's also mid. I have Surplus. Increases handling, reload speed, and stability for each fully charged ability. Interesting. I forget that. And then Vorpal weapon. Good with boss spec, I bet. And then there's 2 things I could do with Dawning Surprise and Suros Synergy. I might switch it to Suros Synergy. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it to Soros Synergy because it looks like it has a little better stats from how I play. You may not see this being used much because, well, my build is mostly focused on Mythicast, or however you want to say it. That's all up to you. And then for my armor, I'm using um uh this is my loadout, and I'm using the resilience mod, plus 10 resilience, hands-on, harmonic siphon, harmonic targeting. Well, most of the time you're just gonna just watch the video that I suggested anyways. I know I don't have maximum pyroglade being 1809, where a lot of my other armor is 1810, or at least just my legs and helmet apparently. I think no. Apparently the only, I guess my chest plate could become 1810, but I'm working with it as it is. Oh, also I should change my. I can do it in here. What am I doing? Most of the time I'm gonna be focused on void resilience for the moment. I think I might do a. Oh, do they not have a kinetic resilience? Interesting. So I'll focus it on void. That's something that they need, because there's like kinetic reserves and kinetic flinching. I understand those are like for the weapons, but like it makes sense to have the anti-kinetic here. For example, the goblins, Vex goblins, are mostly using kinetic if I think about it correctly. Unless their weapon type is solar. That might be an interesting thought to think on. But yeah, I have a lot. What am I using? Oh, yes. That's right. I have so many upsides, but I'm not always using them. I think the solar holster will mostly be for like avalanche, but it could also be used for mythicast, being that I could switch off into either swordbreaker or avalanche. Something that I thought was really cool is swordbreaker gets the ability, or later on when I'm fighting Brachion, I could literally beat his first phase with Swordbreaker. Hopefully, I'll be able to get to show that. I've had an interesting experience earlier with that. Like, goodness. If I had a clip, I would be able to show. But it was like, he teleported away, but came straight back because I was in his last few hits phase. And so, yeah. But just in case you don't want to go watch the video, I have the plus 10 resilience with hands on to give me more super energy with my melee kills. Harmonic Siphon, which is basically harmonic, is, if you don't know, whatever your subclass is what this is going to be. So I have Harmonic Siphon for rapid solar weapon final blows create an aura of power. I will most likely be getting that a lot with Mythicast. And Harmonic Targeting, improved target accuracy. Yeah, that should work with my build. If you're wondering why I'm being confused, it's not really confusion. It's more of, does this fit with my build? And yes, it does fit with my build. And the gauntlets, I know I don't have it max charged. I'll get that at some point max charged. But as you can see, I'm using pyroglade, pyroglades, which really help, which is the main part of this build, being the pyroglade here. Wait a minute. I want to check on something real quick before I continue. That's not usual because if you look at something, let's say, Doomfang. Oh, wait. Is it only the weapon second? Because if you look here, there's only weapon ornament, not color change, but not that one. Exotics can get color change? Exotic armor? Interesting. Probably forgot about that. So on my gauntlets, if you had one more, I don't think it would change much. Maybe grabbing yeah, I don't think it would change much to have it at max outside of maybe an additional buff in the gauntlets. Because I don't. Oh, I guess you could either grab minor strength. I don't think we need mobility. And you could also grab. Or you could grab minor discipline. Because those are really helpful, especially when your main focus on this build is your melee ability. Outside of Mythicast, which you'll see what I mean. Your other main part of this build is melee, which is being shown by the buffs on melee, like heavy-handed. Your powered melee final blows create orbs of power. I don't really notice it sometimes. So I could look at a third melee kickstart. I will have to play around with it a little more. If there's orbs dropping from heavy-handed, then yeah, I'll keep it. And then 2 melee kickstarts being melee energy is fully expended, your armor charge is consumed, and you gain melee energy for each armor charge you used. And having 2 of those, most of the time, you're going to have your full, especially when you're going in with Mythicast and getting all those enemies defeated. Then you have your chest plate with your discipline. You can use discipline. I have this here so I can do additional healing grenades. And then I use charge up to do additional 1. And then I have, you can use any resistance. It's just what you're looking for is whatever you feel like you need for that battle. So like when you're in Crota's End, for example, you could go for a melee damage resistance, a arc damage resistance. Those are just some examples. Most of the time, I think in this one, it's mostly kinetic and void that you get attacked with in this first part. Next, I have the boots, which I also have resilience. I have another build that I have 4 or over 100 resilience build. That is with arc instead of solar. So with that, I'm running Kirkus of the Falling Star because I'm mostly going Thunder Crash. But for this build, I'm running the Pyroglades. And so, yeah. And then stacks on stacks, picking up an orb grants you one additional stack of armor charge. It is gonna be pretty useful, as if I haven't tested it yet. I've played a lot with this build, and it does really well. Solar Holster gradually reloads your stowed solar weapon over time. Nice for this, because you're running two solar weapons. I'm running two solar weapons, being Mythicast and Avalanche. I'm iffy on Avalanche, but I don't have anything else to use for it right now, and it's been in my play since. Oh. And then I have Resilience on the mark. I have Resilience, and then I have Reaper. Shortly after using your class ability, your next weapon, Final Blow, spawns an Orbs of Power. I haven't used the Reaper so often. I think I need to try to use it more for the reason of orbs are going to be helpful with stacks on stacks. Interesting. Powerful Attraction is automatically collects nearby orbs of power when you activate your class ability. It looks like a nice build. Has a little... It is going to be really nice with this build. And then Outreach. If you want more healing grenades, you could do Bomber. If you want more of any of other grenades, technically, you could use Bomber, but I'm using Outreach for the reduced melee cooldown when you're using your class ability. Always fun. I have a specific thing on my artifact. I'm not too worried about it for the moment. And so yeah, this is going to be a fun build. This is a fun build. So I'm going to head in and have a little fun. Now it may seem like this is easy, but there's certain parts that does not make it easy, like accidental hitting when you're trying to hit enemies. Oh, seriously? You move out of the way last second. Always fun. Hello. Okay. Diamond, square, diamond. That's always a fun part, is if you do it fast enough, you can shoot two at once if they're right next to each other. Like diamond, diamond, square, square. You can just shoot the diamond and the square at the same time if you get it fast enough. Woohoo! Slam on top of the enemy. Always fun. Oh no. Overshot. Not doing my best, but... Oh, wait, it didn't automatically grab. I remember now. We're so used to raid banners. Also, does that usually have 14? Does that usually have 14? I had it to where it had 15. I don't know what's going on there. Because it would go 8 and 7. Maybe it's because I changed something, I'm not sure. There's one Minotaur. Let's use this. Grant myself an orb. Yeah, if you've noticed. Oh, interesting. Almost every time I get a kill with Radiant on, it might be Soul Invictus too, but it just creates solar spots with Mythicast, and it's super strong. Diamond square square. Aw. Mistimed. Well, not really timed, but aligned. True. It was misaligned. Always fun when you get the at the same times. Square. Triangle's hitbox. Always harsh when you get a triangle's hitbox. So I do that, and now... Oh, I didn't have either active. Last seconds. Diamond, square, square, diamond. This is just how I usually remember them. Oh, I did it wrong. I thought of it backwards. And if I really wanted to get them off of me, I just go. And then the tornado will do the rest. Now, for the sense of the build, I won't be using... I'll try not to run into these as much because you're going to want to see how... Since I'm showing off the build, you're going to want to see how the build works, not with the additional stuff that come with as much. If you want me to, I can show off the with these buffs. And like I just said, I'll try not to step in them, but sometimes they just appear in front of me and I can't do much about it. Okay. Square diamond, easy. And yeah, even if they're already gone, you can just target them and be fine. Sometimes. It is important for the sometimes to be shown. Like that moment. It's weird how those work. It's like, oh yes, I'm going to destroy it, and then all of a sudden, like, you're wanting to do the damage, but all of a sudden, no. It just told you no. And you just gotta deal with that. And move on to the next spot. No, you don't. I might put on a solar for those snipers. If they're too much of a worry. Right now they're not. But if you're having troubles with them, put on a solar. On your chest plate. Square, square, diamond, square, square. There's one. to miss the diamond. That's fine. Might not be the best to use Mythicast on these, but it is great for me. Those are really helpful, but not when you're showing off how the build works completely. Ooh, hello! I forgot you were here, even though I saw you a few minutes ago. And know this exotic quest. Like, I know how some mechanics work. I don't know. Oh no. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, these are void shields, but this eats them up like they're nothing. This build. Hey look, I got a bounty done. I knew picking up the bounties would have been made decent. Sometimes you throw your hammer on accident and then it works. Like, I've had moments where I just threw my hammer and a minotaur just randomly approached in my face and just disappeared completely. Ooh, hey look, a free heal. I'm pretty sure before this season, level ups made it so you didn't get health, but in this season, it seems like it regenerates you. I'm not completely sure on that. Oh, don't grab that. Got it to remind myself. Okay, snipers. I once had an exotic drop right here. I just like jumped on top of that to sniper to hobgoblin to delete them, and all of a sudden they just disappear. Or no, all of a sudden there was an exotic there from one of my past attempts. I swear, if I first try this, I'm going to be good at the game. Even though it's not completely a hard exotic quest anymore. If you're barely learning this, it might be hard. Like it definitely was for me and one of my friends. Let's see, square, diamond, square. When we were first doing this. Because the enemies were just too much at first. Did I do it wrong? I did it wrong. Whoops. Now, I don't know how, I don't think that this will go. I haven't really tested it in late game. I just tested it in this mission because I really like this mission. And it's something that that could be infinitely replayed. Oh, it's fine. Square, diamond, square. They'll go away in a few seconds. Oh. Right there. That's where it was. Now it wants to. Now I can work with it. Massive destruction. One, two, missed. But that's fine. I had Radiant, which gives you barrier, anti-barrier, which is always fun. If you didn't know that, that's an interesting thing to think about. If you're having trouble with barriers, or you don't have an anti-barrier weapon, or a good enough one, there was Vex Mythicast with Radiant, or Soul Invictus, I can't tell which one it was. I'll try without, but I think that was enough time. Yeah, I think it's Radiant that does that. Okay, what's the pattern? Let me get up a tornado. Diamond, square, diamond, diamond. Triangle. Triangle. That hitbox is insanely big. It's like the triangle is just the square hitbox. If you looked at how I saw it. If you saw the square, like, oh, it ran away. Yeah, look at the size of the square, and then look at the size of the triangle. I know they may look like, oh yes, they look the same size, but they have the same hitbox. I swear, I could shoot through the diamond easier than the triangle. No, you're not doing that. I won't use it until for a few seconds. Don't worry about that, miss. We're about to get to the fun part. In this future part, if I do get to it this time without dying, literally I started out with my super and I ended out with my super. This whole third part, I'll show you if I can. Diamond, 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 square, diamond? Yes. If you're wondering how I can see that, it's just so. Ah, that's okay. Oh, I missed a slide. Oh, gotta go around that. 4 squares and a diamond. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 1 diamond. Oh, I missed. That's fine. Diamond. There we go. And yeah, I see the chat. Oh, here we go. I can get my super back fast if I do it right. Oh, did you? The super ran out. That's fine. I can easily take care of this one. Oh, that is nice. Just getting that, stopping it from moving forward. Oh goodness. That is a slope. That is a slope. That almost found me. Mini fires. And there it goes. Mini nados. Tornadoes. The fire. As you can see, my super is mostly charged. If there's any suggestions of anything else I should try using this while not on, don't be afraid to say. And here's my super. Yeah, I did this earlier too. And I'm not afraid to use my super to ag clear. Because that is just what it mostly is meant for. Outside of huge damage on single target. Second try is not bad, or was it third? I could do better, but I'm doing my best. Unless that was first, but I don't think it was first. Oh, okay, was that a headshot?
Until they too discover what the pyramids seek. Ashermir's knowledge gave us a head start.
If I was using Excalibur, I would be able to do that puzzle, but I'm not doing it right now. I'll try to go upper path. Oh, is it not open unless you... Oh, I understand. Because I thought the upper path was always open. No, apparently you have to Excalibur that puzzle. Oh, but this upper path is open. Yeah. That's a wall, right? Yep, I can see over it. It's a wall. Fun upper path. That one respawns infinitely. So if you need kills, this isn't the most efficient way of getting them. But it is a great way of being like, oh hey look, you're dead. Now I gotta wait like 2 minutes, I think? Or half a minute, which is 30 seconds. I think that's the time. Oh, I'm about to touch ground. Nice. And again, if I had Caliber, I would be able to skip this part by going over there. If I had Caliber on me. I have Caliber, that's why... Vex Caliber. That's why it's not showing... as if this is my first time doing this. The base mission you're supposed to do like 3 or 4 times to fully complete the mission. Outside of doing the outside puzzle, which would be taking you to Gulch and putting you there and doing the funny block code. You could jump with raid banners and they just stay in the air. But I've been trying it with those for the longest time and they don't work. But I still will try because it's fun. Just to see the jumping right as you're placing the flag. Okay, here we go. Time to play count the numbers. 1, 2, or count the triangles. Data fragments. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now I hide in here, like you do. There's some that probably would be like, oh yeah, you don't need to hide in there because you just need to get in there before the timer goes out. And to them, I'm just like, that's your point. I want to do it. I'm gonna do it my way. And of course I get unlucky. That's okay. First try is not the worst. But if I get this down correct... Oh, I need my healing grenade there. I see what I was doing. No. I was doing everything correct. I just missed a few steps that I could have done better. And I'll show you what I mean. Mostly it's because of the fire tornado that you'll see what I'm meaning. There's 1, 2. As you can see, I just got healing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Just in case I missed any. Now I need to do this. Grab my hammer and get out of there. I'm healing and I'm safe. Mostly safe. And now I get dropped. I do not start with the 3. If you're new and watching, you do not start with whatever you pick up after you drop. If you're new to this game and decided to get Season of Defiance and does this mission, you do not keep your data fragments when after dropping. 2 more. Missed. Hit. I'm good. Now this is about to be something fun. I got my temporal unlimiter up. This boss is gonna go into a state of confusion as I just deal damage. Massive. And I understand that this is an easy boss. I struggle with some of the dungeons being solo. That's okay though. Because you're not going to be 100% perfect. No matter what you do, it's probably not perfect. If you want it to be perfect, don't try to make it perfect. Okay, I had to use my healing grenade here. I missed my hammer and I lost where it went. Could have possibly found it, but I'm just not going. I already have it back up. Okay, shield. That's something interesting if that worked the way I thought it did. Or thought I saw it did. Yes, welcome to possible confusion. I understand I'm accidentally picking those up, but it's fine. Most of the time you're going to be getting fast charges. I need 2 more. At least I have enough time to just pick up whatever I didn't have. That's what I did. And now I slide. In healing from restoration. Run around in a little circle. Sorry if you get dizzy. And go in. Also squishy. Oh, you want to play? 1, 2. Pick up the orb. Oh, I should not be distracted with those. I should be distracted with these. Mm, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I'm wondering if I calculated wrong. Enough? Enough. Okay. 17. So I had more than enough. So I may have been off by 1, but that's okay. Okay. Time for squish. And now let's beat this boss. $70,000 is crazy. With the buffs from this, it was not this season, but it was a couple of seasons. I think it's gotten better, for sure. What are you doing? Oh, I forgot that was there. Don't worry, sometimes we make mistakes. And if you think that's a bad thing, that's your own opinion. I think if you're making mistakes, you're going along some path that you should. The path to victory or the path to loss, you're still choosing. Well, technically it's not really completely a choice, unless you're in these situations. But most of the time, it's the path that you take, whether it's correct or not, is up to choice. Now, this part's a funny part. Because if you have the caliber, you would go all the way over there and then come on back, and then you would try to make them reunite. I do not have it on me right now, as you can see.
I hope that wherever it is, it finds what it is searching for.
And with it, you would go right there to open those doors. And there's also that triangle there. Overcharge is ready. I'm gonna miss. I just knew it. That's okay. Sometimes you can get your jump, the floaty jump on there, but sometimes it's just a not really. If you had Excalibur, you could go through that barrier. I go around it because I do not have it equipped. And if you're wondering, oh, why don't you use your heavy much or your shotgun much? I think that Vex Mythicast is enough damage on its own to add clear with the abilities of Pyroglades. There's level 3, right there's level 2. This is the longest part outside. Yeah, I think 3 is shorter. And this is the really short part if I do it correctly. Hint, shotgun pull out. Oh yeah, this is where I would switch to boss specs. I could do it real quick while he's spawning. Now I just do this. And then Demolitionist. I didn't get it this time. But at least I have some enemies. Oh goodness. No. No. Ah. That's okay. I think Double Void still works here, right? Double Void. That was craziness. There anything I can do? Oh, right. I'm so used to... Wait. There's 8 in the clip here. But when I was using extra mag, there was 6. So you're saying that extra mag lessens the ammo that you get? Interesting. So if you're looking for extra mag size, it could be decent if you do it right. Also, I missed all 3, so it's not going to do as much damage. Okay, and I'm getting too greedy. 1 clip into him, and then 1 clip into everything else, so I can get healing grenade back up easier. And now you just wait. I feel like they should do more with the pyro blades. I know how good it is right now, like with the, oh hey look, it's triple tornadoes, but you have a long time with your super before you use, okay, healing. I need to get rid of this. Sometimes when you do it right, this shotgun just wipes those wyverns clear. Easy. I've had it one shot a full wyvern once. Might have been because some sort of buff I got on it. Hello. You know what? I'll try using heavy this time. Now he's gonna move to middle. His pattern is either middle, left, right, or it's middle, right, left. I think before he used to move anywhere, he felt like. Not like the past strike, but in the complete past. When this not first came out, because I wasn't really there for Defiance, I was more there for Deep. So in around Season of the Deep, he would switch between all 3, no matter the pattern. He didn't have a pattern completely before, outside of just moving into one area. But I think this is more of a clear path. 25,000 is not bad. And now I just go like that, and he moves. Not yet. One more. There we go. Oh. And if you're using some other weapon, like a special ammo holder, and having trouble getting special ammo, I'd say use something like the special ammo finder, or if your main part of the build is heavy and you're having trouble with heavy ammo finders are always useful. Especially if you're on a team and they're having a hard time and they already have heavy ammo finder or special ammo finder and having still a hard time. Use a finder and then a scout. Oh, watch this. This is fun. Watch. Okay. Aw, almost. Sometimes I can get the one shot, but I think you have to get a little damage on it first. I missed. Ow. I'm not used to these almost dyings also. Bye-bye. Here comes the even more background. Usually I would, most of the time, early times that I use this build, I have to use the shotgun, or I use the shotgun here to destroy those wyverns, but now I'm just using the Excalibur, and it's a little faster, especially if you do it right. Okay, and yep, I knew that was coming. That's okay. 7 is not bad. It may seem like, oh yeah, you're bad. I'm decent. Most every raid team that I've played with said, oh yeah, he's pretty decent. And sometimes are with really good. Like Brood of Nightmares, I can easily do what, light side? Yeah, I know I'm using the Mythicast there. I need to wipe that before damage right before his immunity starts. That's always fun. Oh yeah, right, Cursed Thrall activates. Always fun when Cursed Thrall activates. Really strong for Protozen weapons because Cursed Thrall is strong, especially with 1-2 punch. I do not sadly have the craftable, so I cannot craft a 1-2 punch. Brachion used to be an IO end of strike boss, but now he's just a, oh yes, let me be a repurposed mind in this exotic quest to give you the Excalibur. Unless you've already gotten it, and then I don't have the catalyst for Excalibur yet. The craftable weapons are weird on how they're, to me they are weird on how their catalysts work. Mostly because I have a hard time in the harder categories. I understand that it might just be needing to get there with a team or something. Legend loot sectors are not as hard, and so I've gotten most all of the armor pieces. I've gotten all of the armor pieces for Titan that are exotic through legend loot sectors. I understand I might be talking slower for that. Because I'm focusing a little more. I don't want to go absolutely silent and have no chat or viewers. Because that happens sometimes to streamers. And I understand how hard that can be. Okay. First is done. Now I need to heavy focus. Not heavy, but heavy focus. Oh goodness. Demolitionist probably wouldn't be bad for Vex Mythicast. Some way to instant reload the weapon. Sometimes could possibly help. Even giving it a small bit into the clip. When you're in big situations, but when you're in small situations, you could just reload and be fine. Also, there's armor charge boost. Let's go. What? Yeah, for whatever reason, you just have to be on this slope and he'll wake up. If you're anywhere behind it, then, or like anywhere back here, I don't think he will activate. You're not dodging. Oh, I failed. That's the most of the time that is why I die, is falling to a ledge and just going straight down because knockback says otherwise. I haven't perfected this. I've only got the one time where sword breaker instant. I'm not gonna get the thing I was hoping for. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. There's many. If you do it right, I think you could just also get the mini. Yeah, I've done it before. You could just get the mini with the big. And that does a little bit more damage than just the big. And if you also do it right, you get two of the big. Oh, I need melee. Oh, I missed. No. That's fine. Primary ammo. It's always fun to just be like, oh yes, I have a primary ammo fusion rifle. Something that I find annoying is the Vex Mythicast. It's normally a fusion rifle, and its extra shot is a linear fusion rifle. The Temporal on mid-air is a linear fusion rifle. As you can see, it has the charge up, and is said to be a linear fusion rifle shot. Why doesn't it count as a linear fusion rifle? What I'm thinking is not, oh hey look, it's not supposed to be a fusion rifle, it's supposed to be a linear fusion rifle. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm meaning is, like, I should not use it here, but I'm going to anyways. But anyways, what I'm meaning is, like, the bounties for linear fusion rifle kills say get kills with linear fusion rifles. Mythicast gets the shot of a linear fusion rifle, and it doesn't regain and it doesn't count in that. Yeah, you can see him standing there and then he goes straight down. They should make it so he goes straight down instantly. I know that it could be hard to fix it. It could also be easy to fix it. Slam. I feel like there's someone that makes a slam compilation and it just has the I Want to Slam music going in the background while showing off different parts of slam with that ability. I feel like someone has done that before. Don't know who, because I didn't really look for it. I haven't really looked to see if anyone has. I just feel like that would be hilarious. Sometimes. Okay, I know there's one more, unless I already got him. I might have already got him because I'm not seeing him. And what I'm meaning is Wyvern. Hey, I get the speed boost grace now. Or is it, I think they're called different ones. Nope, not here. Always checking at random. It does not seem like it, but when I did this, I checked randomly between the two. So, diamond, diamond, square, diamond, square. Diamond. Diamond, square. I was moving away from the square. There we go. And then you get moments like that where you're just like, oh yes, let me square right as it goes away. Okay, gonna get a little closer. Slam. Slam. That's the triple. Oh, this is not good. Yep, I knew it. I was on low health. That's okay. Yep. Immune, not immune. If you get close enough, why does the third one miss? But if you get close enough, he'll stomp right here, and then you can just hit him sooner. I had to because I was on low health. That was nice. Yep, he's gonna move away. Oh. Me in the air was probably not the best there. Bonk. Oh. Bonk. Up. Yeah, that definitely adds additional. I just realized how strong this is with Demolitionist. Or not just realized, but even more realized. 1-2 punch Demolitionist. If you're not doing that, that might be an interesting build for Swordbreaker. Might want to look into it. Because you get your grenade. Oh. And then I do a flip. Let's go. Hey. So early that the shape doesn't even, the shape in the top left doesn't even show. I know what it is. I know it's not a shape, but still. Triple? Missed by one. They always get stuck too. Like if they hit like a little wall, you know what? Move. Move. He's not moving. Now he moves. Thank you. If we could figure out an easier way by just going downhill. Not really, not really just going downhill. Just getting there. That's all I can say. Is just getting there. I need to get this loaded before I start it. That's what needs to happen more. That was still immune? And I know you could probably knock them off the map there. I know, where's the Wyvern? Wyvern's over here. Bye-bye. Okay, that's powerful. More powerful than expecting. But still really powerful. Ag clear. No. fall over. Get out of here. Confusion 100. Oh yeah, so the solar stays on. And then I just stay over here and then he moves on. Avalanche just seems like a mid for late game content, but a great for mid game content. And literally just almost any weapon is good for early game content. Especially if you're in the late game stage. I'm in the mid to late game stage. They just have my super back. Or I mean not super, melee ability back. Grab some more ammo, reload. Always fun. Let's go. I have overcharge. Temporal limiter. Stop it. 1, 2. Three. I missed the critical hit box. That one of these just ate that. Can I get more armor charge? Oh. Thought I would have had another second or so before he died. Nope. Oh yeah, you're still alive. Bye-bye. And bye-bye. Oh. Bye-bye. Okay. What does that do? Okay, that was off the map. Square, 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 diamond, diamond. One, 2, 3, diamond. Diamond. Let's go. Up. 30 seconds. That is a fun amount of time. Oh, they went behind. Come on. One more. Yes, I'm leaving this little spot so I can heal. I know that I could have moved on. I have overcharge ready. You'll see why I'm thinking on that soon. And if you already know, that's good. Okay. Temporal limiter. Hello! I see you found your new spot. There goes your head. Oh. 1. 2. No, you don't. Just under the ledge. Just under the ledge. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry for the wait. I think I have an idea on how to make my super hit all 3 instead of just 2. Turn. That's not turning. Turn. There we go. Okay, it still only hit 2. That was decent damage. I can say that for sure. More than I have done the last few attempts. Another thing I can say for sure. There's the fun glitch. Wyvern gets stuck in corner. Until it decides to get unstuck, which before it decides to get unstuck. Like I said, before it decides to get unstuck. Where are you going? I'm not done with you. Boom. Is this still going? My mic still working? Hello? I'm going to assume my mic is still working. Okay, I'll stay behind here. Yeah, it should be. Give me 2 seconds. 'Cause I want to double check. Is my mic still working? Yes. I have my phone also on here so I can look at call or chat if you just came in. Let's reload this. Sword breaker. Or is it shield breaker? Either way. I'm not doing the best, but I'm doing what I do. Okay, here we go. Aerial stomp. Boom, 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 boom. There goes that part. And that one. 2 more big heavy hitters. There's a total of 5 heavy hitters outside of the boss in second phase. Is it this one? Square, square, diamond, square, diamond. Square. Square, diamond. I missed. Square. Diamond. Let's go. Now this one, if I do it right, I can get the triple. Yep, there we go. Let's grab some healing real quick. 2 seconds, get some more damage. That's good damage. I needed some healing. There's one. No, I missed. What I missed is stopping shooting and dropping my grenade. But that's okay. I've only died 13 times total. I think like 6 here. Only because I'm not as practiced in this part as I am in the others. Slash the other parts are just easier. Alright. What are you doing? I know what it's doing, but it's still funny to say, what are you doing? And it just like appears. No shield. Aw. All 4 or 5 shots into the body. I might have an idea of how to play with shield. The reason I'm using this is our sword breaker. The reason I'm using sword breaker is for the fact of special ammo. I have primary ammo. Okay, now I'm targeting it right. Why are you backing up into my other solar tornado? Ooh, that's a fly. Welcome to game physics. Give me... Oh no, I don't have any more. It's gotten worse, and now it's just gone. Bye-bye. You want to sit there? That's fine. And there you go. Reload this. Sword breaker. Run. Yes. Okay. I should be using Sword Breaker to get my demolition stuff. Okay. Grenade is up. That's what I'm missing, is I'm not using Sword Breaker as efficiently as I could be. Please, goose. Mini into a bye-bye. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies, and all of a sudden I got my grenade back. You know what? Let's grab the rest of my armor charge. Oh. Apparently it counts as 2, which is always fun. Wake up. Wake up. He's awake. There we go. As easy as 1, 2. And then that one's gone. And now I wait for the wyverns to appear. And go, hey look, we're here. And they both wanted to slam. But little did they know that I have a better slam. Up. I say that and then I go to low health. Welcome to... Yes. The best explanation that you could possibly get out of 10% of things. Welcome to Yes. A meme that is old, but still useful. I was at the correct path. Why didn't I look at... Because I'm... apparently have a set... How close do you have to be? 4 squares and a diamond. Almost messing myself up there. 4 squares. 1. Gonna regenerate. 2. 3. 4. And a diamond. No, I missed. Okay. Run in. Uh-oh. What? Oh, I was not looking. Whoops. Sorry for that death. Being number 15. I'm not the best, but I'm also not the worst. Before I go up. Now let's go up. Such a long time with the super. Watch, he's gonna stomp. And it's gonna hit 2 out of the 3 like it did before. Does, did, has, will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's basically fully charged. It's still going. Welcome to How Crazy is Crazy. That was crazy. That moment with the wyvern. And also that moment with the mini tornadoes. Just wiping. This is probably the replacement for that losing that strike on IO with Draculon. Except this is like a little harder solo. The strike made you get more. Oh goodness. Radiant. You are working. Tell me otherwise that Radiant is not doing as much as I think. There is something done with Vex that I'm missing. Mythocast. Mythocast. Is it A or O that I should be saying? Open your shield. I hit the headshot, but it didn't count as a headshot, so it didn't count as a headshot. Customary facts 101. Headshots count as headshots, but then don't count as headshots when you try to headshot. Randomness fact of the day. Okay. Can I get it this time? Or am I gonna fail horribly to an accidental fall? I am going to watch my surroundings. Okay. Focus. Okay, it's square, 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 diamond, diamond. Build up the fire, and I missed. This one. Oh right, they made that change. Square. 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 Diamond. Diamond. Yeah, Mini Hammer has just been buffed. Not recently, but whenever it was changed, it was just buffed. I could not control that one. That was just an awkward fall. I swear I am not this bad at the game. I swear I'm not this bad at the game, but sometimes you're just bad at the game. And you have to deal with it. Come on. Yes. Triple. This time the triple actually hit because there was a wall behind them. Ooh, stuck wyvern. And he's down. It's down, I guess you would say. Random catch. Long range heavy is not bad. I swear I could solo this faster than having multiple people. I don't know. I don't usually, any other time I've tested this, I'm not dying as much as I am now. But that's okay. Okay, let's grab armor charge. And super's already maxed. So let's head in. Welcome. Nope. I missed. Missed one, hit the other two. Can I get the double slam first? Okay, I got singular. Oh no. Well, I tried to stop it, and it just kept going. Let's have some fun. By going fly. If you think I'm bad, I'm just playing the decent part of the role. Okay. You're gonna stomp. But I canceled your stomp. Nice. Reload. apparently to full. Oh, there we go. And this time, I survived. Not for long, because I couldn't finish off that wagon in a good enough time. But yeah, that's what I was meaning when I was saying earlier. Oh yeah, I can quickly make him go to second phase. That's what it looks like to make him go to second phase without doing too much in first. Stomp. Let's do it again. No. I don't have my recovery. Normally I would be using Titan Missile to recover. That's my usual thing to recover with, but I just missed, or I don't have it. And if you think, oh, that's a waste of a super, not really. Not really that big of a waste than you would think. I missed. I might not get the one phase. Yep, I didn't get the one phase. I need to get rid of this one and survive. I got the 2 move though. 3 move. Because if he is in the base spot, he doesn't really move. If you get the low enough health. I understand that I could pick those up and all of a sudden have a healing grenade, but why would I do that when I already have a healing grenade up? And yeah, I know I just accidentally picked that up. Okay, here we go. Oh, that was a close proximity. Super's up for next. That works. Let's try to get armor charge. Yep, I got max. Okay. Reloaded. Reloaded. Not overcharged, but that's okay. Because there's enough enemies that you just overcharge within some time. Especially if you get crit spots. I'm not getting crit spots. I'm gonna grab this so I can go. The double with the floating. Please. You're not doing that this time. I missed. Okay, I've cleared every big hitter except for the boss, of course. You can't really clear that without doing the puzzle. Diamond, square, square, diamond, square. Okay, something sounded wrong there. Diamond, square, square, double diamond. Yeah, I think I said that in accidentally square. Diamond. Wrong order. Why did it pop in the wrong order? Because I accidentally. Square, square, diamond, square, square. Okay. Square. Square, diamond. Square. Is the boss steal sword? Or is it kinetic? Square. Boom. In the face. And there goes their face. Yeah, I know, I missed those. But I make a comeback. Okay. Let's clear these. I don't think I'm gonna get special ammo. There's my orb. Okay. Here we go. Overcharge. I wasted it. Let's go. Okay, head gone. It's time to add clear. Main focus in this part should be add clears. If you're not ad clearing, you have a chance of losing for the reason of they are big hitters. If the ads just hit you big, especially when the boss is running at you. Like he does. Clear. To reload. Float over to the other side. Yes. Here we go. This should do it. For the finish. Let's go. Finally. I knew I could do it. Just had to take a few tries. I know. Might not be. It's more than a few tries, but still.
An eternal punishment for a vexed mind. I believe Ashemir would be pleased.
Well. In the middle of the triangle. Squish. Ugh. I might try this again, but with a better run. And if I find something that might work better than Avalanche and Swordbreaker, which I don't know if there's going to be anything better than Swordbreaker other than another Swordbreaker with a better than Surrounded. Or with 1-2 punch. That's the only thing I think I just need is a 1-2 punch. Because I'm getting a lot of those melee, as you can see with Kello's shotgun. 1-2 punch. Hitting an enemy with every pellet in a shot increases melee damage for a short duration. And then you're also getting the Cursed Thrall with that, which helps with clearing ad stuff. But also, killing with this weapon activate or gets you more grenade energy. And activating your grenade ability reloads this weapon, which is how most other people go with their Strand Titan build and use their grapple to whatever else they decide. But yeah, that was my loadout for solar that I like being with Mythicast. For a lot of the reason why I have Mythicast, I can show you more, is where should I go to show? Let's go place the example in here. Yeah, sure. I'll show you what I'm meaning, why I like the Mythicast combo with whatchamacallit? Not Scorch or Ignition. Radiant. There we go. Why I really like it with Radiant. And most sellers would say if you're not going healing, you could try going with Fusion. It's really just personal choice, in my opinion. But so, like, if I go in here and I go... I think most of the time the fire spites are what's making them... So if I go, hey, Dreg, and there's Radiant, now I'm causing little things that will deal tons of damage over time. Sunspots, that's right. That deal heavy damage over time. And with it able to regenerate every time you get that kill, just makes it so strong. And with the anti-barrier is so strong. So yeah, that was the stream of wanting to show off my build. And if you wanted to copy it down, I'll show here. And it could literally be any armor piece, but you need the pyroglades for this to work. And if you were having a struggle with like the timing of the Vex invasion zones here, and you're good enough to where you can do, or if you're close enough where you can do the legend loot sectors, just wait for the exotic. Oh, right. If you have it available, just wait for the if solo exotic and then gauntlets armor. But I found out recently that for some players, it does not show the if solo exotic X armor rare. I'm not sure what's going on there. Outside of maybe you need to try it or play it. That's my only thought on it. But otherwise, it's just weird. Like, you seem to need some sort of check to get the if solo exotic armor. But if you do have that available and it shows up like it's supposed to, like right here, then you could just grind for your exotic armors. That's how I got the exotic armors that I don't have. Yes, I beat King's Fall recently. But that's how I got all my Titan armor, is I, like, literally I didn't have Columbus Ridge land cap. Icefall, no. Well, actually, I did have no backup plans from the Halloween event last year. But Icefall Mantle, I didn't have. Second Chance, I didn't have. Calamitous Ridge Lance Cap, I didn't have. Point. I also had this from the Point Contact Cannon Brace, and I think, yeah, and the no backup plans from the Halloween event. It's also, this is how I got the Pyroglades, is going through the Legend Loot sectors. So I also didn't have that. I didn't have a lot of these. Also, there was a little secret event that they did before, I think it was before the wish tokens or after the first, where you had, where for, at least for me, I had the Columbus Ridge Lance Cap and the Ambient Leap choices, and I accidentally clicked on the Ambient Leap because, well, I got my first Ambient Leap on Zypher Concourse on the Incursion Zone with the Vex Strike Force. I got it here, and then, like, randomly sometime after, Nimbus wanted me, and so I went to go see. I was given, where is it? Blue gear, like this one, and this shotgun, and this LMG. If you're wondering why I have some of these weapons that I probably shouldn't have, like the blue, I'm already having like lots of purple up here instead of blue. I'm keeping them for the reason of it would be interesting to show off in the future. Like, literally, you want to deal 0 damage? It's not completely true. I've seen that there was someone, actually, I don't know if that's completely true, but I've seen that there was someone that used Traveler's Chosen damaged to do a whole legend, I think it was, storyline. I think it was Witch Queen legend. Then there's also this one. One of the... Something surprising is that these ones are 1600, but if you have the very basic thing, all the way from Red War, it's 0. It seems like they would have buffed it to 1600 like they did with the other whites, but it makes sense because this one has... Oh, what is it? Is that from... whatchamacallit? Shadowkeep? I think that's the Shadowkeep symbol. Yeah, because none of the others look like it. Outside of 30th anniversary might be close. Yeah, I think that's the Shadowkeep symbol. And then there's the shotgun, the Stubborn Oak from Red War. Here's the thing. This came out at the same time. Stubborn Oak came out at the same time as Traveler's Chosen Damaged. But Traveler's Chosen Damaged, I understand that it might be because they're reusing Stubborn Oak for new lights. But it's still interesting. Oh, do I not have a white heavy? Oh, right. Because they give it out in green and above once you hit... Yeah, once you hit the certain spot. Mission... In Destiny 1, I think it was mission 3 or 2, where you go to the lunar complex or the terrestrial complex, and there is a secret spot that you can jump up to. There's a secret spot you could jump up to on one of the two, and get a rocket launcher. I think because Red War removed Cosmodrome, it was something else but on the EDZ. So yeah, little interesting tidbits. And that is like info basically, not anything that is outside of range of niceness, which it might sound like. But anyways, final shapes coming up. There's some interesting things I have ideas about that could happen in any of this Destiny times. But for the moment, the most we know is we're going to get final shape into 3 different seasons. And then they have, apparently, they're going to be doing episodes. Yeah, there's a weird thing, like, they call, yeah, for Raulu's secret stash. Oh no, it wasn't this one. But there was at some point a thing that was calling, itself episodes. I don't completely remember which one it was. Is this one? Yeah, 1 secret stash every episode. I assume that does not mean... I assume that does not mean in the final shape. I assume that means in the future. Like, okay, 3 new supers, change that to, if they do it correctly, change it to 4. And I could talk about more on my opinion on the new supers in the future. There's been some theories that there's gonna be not just 3, but every single light subclass. So like Solar would be getting an addition, Arc would be getting an addition, Void would be getting an addition. I mean, Void's already getting an addition, but there's some people that are saying that they're going to get additions. If anything should be getting additions, it should be Behemoth, Berserk, or the Strand and Stasis subclasses should be getting buffs or additionals, because like there's some that really like Glacial Quake. I think it's just mid and they should add a change. Like we have Solar that used to be just Hammer of Soul. I know there used to be other parts to it, but it used to be Hammer of Soul and then they added Burning Maul. I think when they first added the extra supers in Forsaken, when they first added the new super parts, I feel like the one that did the most damage, I know I haven't played the other classes as much during that time, but the one that did the most damage that I could see was Thunder Crash, insta-killing those bosses that you had to go up against. And something interesting that I want to think of, in the final shape, we need every enemy type. Not just Scorn and Taken and Hive, or not Hive. Because Scorn and Taken are under the control of the Witness, if I remember correctly, unless they updated the lore since I've last known. But I think they talked about it in Lightfall, I think they talked about how Taken are under the control of Witness, and I think it was Witch, maybe, that they talked about Scorn being under the control of the Witness. I know Witch Queen, it was seeming like the Scorn weren't being in control, but it completely seems like, yeah, they're controlled by something. And this just says, oh, hey, look, I got the season pass. I didn't actually play much during that season. This is the most I played season-wise. Outside of Defiance, I started in the end of Defiance, start of Deep. I came back. As, like, I was playing Bread War, Curse of Osiris, Warmind, Forsaken. The least I know about is Opiants. Season of Opiants. I think I was like done in between Drifter and Opiants. It says that there's 2 others that I played in. The 4th Horseman was in Worthy? Interesting. And then there's Dawn. But yeah, I think I was just done in between. Yeah, because I barely remember some. Like, there was Arrivals. I think the most I did there was say, oh, hey, look, you're just looking at a tree on IO. And then, like, I was just done from here. And then I came back about Season of the Deep, maybe Plunder, and did some Beyond Light. I know I was here for Hunt. Was not here for Chosen, nor Splicer, nor Lost. But I think I did come back for Beyond Light. And learned about how we saved, what's his name? Mithrax. Seems a little interesting. I think how Splicer worked was we bring Spider, if I remember correctly, that's his name, to the underneath where we let the Fallen stay. It's been a while. And then here's the thing. We have stuff like in the ops. We have season missions from what is it? When was it? I don't know about Worthy. We have Chosen. We have missions from, the missions from Chosen. We have the mission from Risen. If they do, and I think either it's Risen. No, it's Risen. It's either Seraph or, which one is it? Seraph or Worthy? I think it's Seraph. If they were to do, add any more like they did with them, I feel like Defiance would be the one they would choose. The reason is you have Defiance being like, from these you have Seraph, you're going to Mars, Moon, and Europa to fend off Hive. Risen, you're going to Moon. What else? Risen, you're going to Moon. You're going to I think there was an EDZ. I don't completely remember all the locations, but it had multiple locations on the planets we have. And then, which one was it? Chosen, we have a few. We have the... Oh, whoops. We have the Nessus one on Chosen. We have Europa being on Chosen. And I think we had one on Cosmodrome. Why I think they're gonna add the Defiance to I think they're gonna add Defiance to the Vanguard Ops loop is because there's one in the Cosmodrome. There is, I think, one in Nessus. Boy, the Destiny 1 soundtrack is so good. Or was it Moon? Where'd it go? Is it just Cosmodrome? I know I'm going a little fast for possibly some. Is it just Cosmodrome? I thought it had more than one location. Interesting. Oh, the other one was EDZ. Yeah, there's the orbital prison. Was there? Oh, yep. And EDZ. From that, I think that's what they're gonna do. Is take the Season of Defiance, Defiant Battlegrounds, and put them into the rotation. It would 100% work with how I've seen they did with the others. The Dark Forest. The tunnels. With how I've seen they did with the others, being in Moon, there was Europa and Nessus, there was Moon, there was Cosmodrome. I know there's Cosmodrome and EDZ for Season of the Risen. Risen? Yes. I think we're gonna... Because they're gonna possibly already have Shadow Legion in there. I think they're also gonna have Taken. That's gonna have to be... Because the Witness takes over after Oryx is destroyed / killed in King's Fall. The Taken are taken over by Witness once the Witness finds out. Or is it because I think they regenerated not because of natural causes of them just absorbing others, but mostly because of the Witness taking control over the Taken. Yeah, I think that's how it seems to be. So I think there would be Taken in here. There would be possibly Scorin in here. And then we're going to be getting with the ability of Crow and Mara taking Crow through the portal and getting us away there. We're going to have our friendly Hive and Cabal coming, or I mean not Hive, our friendly Fallen and Cabal coming with us inside, and like we're gonna have like this base of operations where it's like a safety zone. I feel like that would be an interesting take. We're gonna have a base of safety zone where we can enter. It would be kind of like how we would do it in the Dreaming City. We would enter in this area, there's a base of safety zone, but instead of just being a small zone, it would be more of a battleground where the Fallen and Cabal are just gonna stand ground and destroy whatever comes around, and then there would be public events where they would just come out with bigger stuff. And I'm gonna be using this. I'm gonna be using Dreaming City as my example. Like, this would be our safety zone. Is this little area where we have built up, and then we're gonna have attackers every so often, and then there's gonna be many bases of, or at least bases for the Scorin and Shadow Legion. And then we're gonna have an area full of Shadow Legion and other stuff in the other areas. But what I'm thinking is that we have friendly Vex. We have... I know Savathun might not be on our side technically from Season of the Witch, but I'm thinking that not just that we don't have Savathun, but we do have her ghost could be a technical friendly. What's his name? I don't remember right now. But we could have like friendly Hive. And usually, if you look back in Destiny 1, whenever Taken appear, so like for example the Dreadnought, whenever Taken are there, the Hive don't attack the Taken, where the Cabal did. In this scenario, if we get Taken versus Hive, they won't be attacking others. They'll be attacking each other because now we have Hive on our side, Lucent Hive, but that's just a possibility. Because most of the time in Season of the Witch, we had, well, what's his name? I could possibly look here. Altars and stuff. Yeah, the Imaru engine. It's Imaru. So we could have Imaru possibly, since he was our friend for a limited amount of time, mostly just to get information from him. And Savathun, but then we didn't get the information. And if you've played Season of the Witch, then you would know. I'm not going to spoil it too much, just in case. But you would have Hive going against Lucent Hive going against Taken, maybe in an area, and then having in another area we could possibly have friendly Vex being... I know that Osiris might not be as techie as he used to be. I don't think he's here. But I know Osiris might not be as techie as he used to be. But I think if he does it right, and I think there's a few more that we got that does the techie stuff. Maybe Ada could help. But I think if Osiris and whoever else can help with the Vex can make more friendly Vex, because we saw him do it on Mercury, making friendly Vex, but it was like not really seen. But with Season of Defiance's NODE.OVARD.ALVON, yeah, it makes sense. Like, we have that friendly Vex here. We also saw it way earlier in Nessus. I think it was in the little area, if you have played against the Cabal, not the Strike. Which one? Not Proving Grounds, not Exodus Crash. Oh, so it was inside Terminus. It's not inside Terminus, but it's another Cabal, not Proving Grounds either. It was another Cabal mission that you can get in Ops. That you go inside, and there's a little area where you're fighting 3 wyverns. If you know what I'm talking about, then you would know. Actually, I'll try to go over there while I'm talking about this more. But if you know the area, then you know there was a friendly Vex there that wanted you to guide them somewhere, and then either that one was the one that made a boss appear, or that one was one that helps you find a specific thing that you were looking for in the Red War times, if I remember correctly. I think it would have been an exotic weapon / exotic mission. But there's been a lot more friendly Vex than we have anticipated. I know there's still a lot more enemy Vex. But I think if Osiris figured out how to make them friendly and created a simulation that spawned in friendly Vex for us as much as we need, then was it? I might be going to the wrong location. It was one of these locations. I'll double check here while I'm still talking. Let's see. There was a Vex. Yeah, if he was to create a tech portal that made it so we could summon friendly Vex, because they wouldn't be able to completely tell the difference because their coding gets changed, because of course they're robots. I don't know if these ones have specific coding, but we just put different cores, because the friendly ones have different colored cores than red, or at least most of the time they have different colored cores than red. Yeah, I remember this area. This is the wrong area. Let's check Well of Flame. I think all you would have to do is change the core color. I know in Vault of Glass they had blue core colors. And I think the friendly ones in this game in Destiny 2 had... Yep, I just failed that jump. Anyways, If I remember correctly, the friendly ones in Destiny 2 had blue core colors as well. Or at least some of them. And so that might be a thought on how we can change them to friendly mode. Is we figure out how to copy cores. While we're getting Crow into the Traveler's portal. No, I don't think it's here either. Where am I looking for? It's not in Artifact's Edge. Is it in Watches? Now I'm just confused. Because it's not the chamber that... Oh, I might know where it is. It's either here or Watcher's Grave. Let's check Watcher's Grave first. I think they both end up in the same place. But, if I remember correctly, we see friendly Vex so often. Not so often, but often enough that we could just figure out how to change their cores. And all of a sudden have friendly Vex. That's how we do war. Accurate friendly Vex. Outside of the ones we already know. I can show off the one on EDZ or whichever one. Yeah, EDZ. If we need the example. Which I'm not saying as a negative. This is the Chamber of Water. You know, this is a side area. My brain is playing memory. Did we go through the Tangle? But instead of going through here, we went through Well of Echoes? I don't know, but there was a certain place on Nessus where we had a friendly Vex. I could show you the friendly Vex that I know of that we have available until they decide to take it off. Which I know is possible because of what they've done before. Because we just look at... I need to grab the blocks, but I know where most of them are, hopefully. I remember. Because there's one over here. Right? Not here. But right here. Unless it's already open, I should go double check that. Because then I don't have to re-grab. I think after you do it once, it's just always open. If not, we'll see it right here. I forget that I'm not using Storm Grenade. Yeah, after you do it once, it's just always open. Never mind. The cave is open. Unless I'm going the wrong direction. No. The cave is open, but not the tunnel. There we go. There's the leg. 1 of 6. Two. This might not be optimal path, but it's the path I'm gonna take. There should be one right there. And you can already see 2 of them if you looked right. And not right as in direction, right as in correct area. And I know where the last one is too. Used to be a puzzle to find these. Oh, no, wrong. Welcome to the light of, or that light is just, looks the same. Did I click the one over here yet? Well, where? Okay, I'm missing one. I know I'm missing one. I knew I was missing one. Okay, here we go again. If we do it right, we can 100% get friendly Vex. Do their portals take Vex cores? That would be the only way I see about getting friendly Vex, is using friendly Vex cores. And using those cores to get to... And cores, what I'm meaning by cores is not milk, the milky middle. It's the head, where they have their eye. That's what I mean by core. I'm wasting time, but that's okay. There we go. And so we go around collecting friendly, at least 5 friendly Vex cores from specific areas. I feel like that's how it would work. As you can see, this is how you get to the area, and then you drop down. Like, yeah, I know you're there, but you see what I mean? Like, the blue core. What's this? Is this how you get back out? Probably. Yeah. And I'm gonna go back down here real quick. Blue core. And this is friendly. If you shoot it, it does nothing. This is like... Well, it might not be completely friendly, rather than an access point to get into the actual challenge that most Vex might use. But it would still seem like you would use this sort of core. And if you've played in at least a little bit, like I have, in Season of the Undying, or Unyielding, there was a Vex portal behind Ikora. that would open to something. Apparently into the Black Garden. And you would use a sort of portal like that, collect friendly cores, and then maybe that would make the friendly Vex. It's an idea. And then to get the hive friendly, like I was saying, you would do Imaru. He was friendly at one point. Again, just to get information. From Savathun. And he would play recordings. But it would make sense if we somehow made friends with Savathun / Imaru. So yeah, that's gonna be the stream for today. I'll probably stream sometime soon, or at least try to, with another try on there. Maybe I can get less than 16, 13 deaths and play way better than I did before. Or just this stream. This will be up as a video soon, so see ya. My